Hey! Hello Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. I hope you're all well. Bit late today or a bit early. I don't really know what time I do these things. I don't, look, no watches. Look, I don't know what time it is. But I was caught up watching a little, it's only about half hour, a little documentary I was on YouTube about Steve Archibald, one of our finest ever strikers. Started his career the hard way at Clyde with on a pitch with a greyhound track round it. Went to Aberdeen, played for Alex Ferguson there. Came down to Spurs. Oh, he won the title with Aberdeen as well. Came down to Tottenham. Hey! 2 FA Cups and the UEFA Cup. Hey! They went to Barcelona and won the league with Barcelona and Terry Venables. Woohoo! They hadn't won the league for 11 years there. What an amazing career. I always liked Steve Archibald playing when I was a kid. He just, I don't know. He looked like an artist, but he was hard as nails, man. Hard as nails. Him and Garth Crooks, what a partnership. So, probably do a quick search on YouTube, you know. You go like Steve Archibald, you probably find it. It's only been put up recently. And then it went straight into a documentary about Richard Gough. Gough and Mabbott, what a central defensive partnership they were. Fantastic. Came close to winning 3 cups, but we didn't win any in the end, unfortunately. Just like me today of fishing. I caught 2 bream, but they're too small, man. Too small to eat. So I had to give them back. Fish. I just don't feel top of the food chain when I go fishing sometimes. Not a lot to report in the news here. I'll just have a quick look. And then I'm just relying on chat to see how long we can keep going, eh? Let me see, what have I got here? Did a fun old stream this morning with Jacob from United Spurs of America. Good old times that was. Even Ellie and Phil Coys popped up, so that was a good laugh. That. Now news. Well, I wouldn't say news. That's a bit extreme, isn't it? Gossip. Something curious I saw, and this maybe planted the seed in my head for the video I did today, which was about how I think football's a bit of an ebb at the moment. Everyone says the Premier League is the best competition in the world and all that, and I just disagree. I don't think the football is as football-y as it used to be, especially as it was back in the old First Division. But there was a betting company, I'm not going to say it is because they ain't advertising those cocks, but apparently Luton are one of the favourites to be relegated, according to these people, you know. Gambling. Bloody hell, man. It's a scourge on the game, really. It's a scourge on the game. You know, and I know that, like, when I can work, by the way, GoFundMe, because I can't work for another couple of months. Yeah, like when I'm working on the weekend, the amount of people I pick up that I'm taking to, you know, meet their mates at a pub, and I'm hearing this phrase more and more. I'm going for a punt and a pint, and it's like it's just commonplace now. Punt and a pint. You know, people have betting clubs to, you know, bet on rugby league over here. I'm sure it's the same over there in England. It's almost like the betting companies have got so in people's heads that, you're not really enjoying the game if you don't, you know, have a bit of skin in the game, have a bit of a flutter, and you never win. You don't win at this shit. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, enough of that. I had a bit of a whinge about that in the video earlier today. If you feel like watching that at some stage, you've got spare 9 minutes that you don't want back in your life, you can watch an old man lying down, not fishing, but it was a lovely day. Okay, so we've got here a Fabrizio Romano, and this was another thing that got me on my track today. Vitor Roque, is it Roque or Roque? Agent. I can confirm that English clubs tried to hijack the deal. Tottenham and Manchester United sent important bids. Way better than Barcelona, close to 100 million euros. But he only wanted Barcelona, there was no chance to change his mind. Bullshit. There is no way Tottenham Hotspur bid nearly 100 million euros for this guy. Absolutely no way. But let's see, that's the state of the game. These Mr. 10%ers or trying to take their cut out of it. If that is true, that agent would have been on Vitor's case to join Spurs, wouldn't he? Because he gets a bit more out of the pie, you know. Thinking, blueberry, cash. You know, more and more our game is being interfered with and meddled and run by, whether it's administrators, directors of football, technical directors, agents, PR people. None of these people know anything about football, but they run the game now, don't they? They run the game. That's why our players look like a bunch of male models instead of men, you know, all going off doing, you know, shoots for whatever product of the week they're flogging. I mean, I can understand back in the day, I'm going off on one here now. I can understand back in the day, Kevin Keegan selling a bit of Brute 33 with Henry Cooper, splash it all over, because you weren't earning millions of pounds back then. But now, when you're on like a couple of 100,000 a week, how much money do you bloody need? Anyway. I like this tweet here by Paddy Hartnett, Tottenham's own Paddy Hartnett. Sky Sports News pundits. West Ham should not accept anything less than £100 million for Rice. Sky Sports News pundits. Brighton should not accept anything less than £100 million for Chicado. Sky Sports News pundits. Spurs should accept €70 million for Kane as he deserves the move. The agenda is real, says Paddy. I'm with you, Paddy. I agree. The media hates Spurs. They always want us to flog our best players. It's ridiculous. Why would we sell Kane for 70 million? It's ridiculous. But on good news. This seems to be gaining a bit of heat. It's a bit of traction, this one. Last one on Spurs. Reporting. Who's this come from? Timur Gutskaya. Spartak Moscow have tabled a €15 million, that's 12.8 million Royal Pounds Sterling offer for out of favour Tottenham Hotspur centre-back Davinson Sanchez. The Russian club are willing to offer the defender £80,000 a week contract. Wow, that's a lot of money for. I didn't know there's that much money in Russian football. I don't know. Maybe the oligarchs are, you know, but now that they can't own clubs in England, maybe they're ploughing their money back over there. I don't know. Sanchez will now take some time to mull over his options. Don't take too long, Davison. I know you're on a nice little wicket at Tottenham, but you're going to be on the bench for a year, and that ain't going to do you any good. So get out while the going's good and take the money. There you go. Listen to me. Another report here. Oh, this is from Fabrizio, but I've got it off Last Word on Spurs. Bayern Munich want to try again for Harry Kane, and Thomas Tuchel is insisting on a move for the Tottenham player behind the scenes. Tuchel's just following Kane around, according to the German newspapers. Bayern know Kane is open to the move, and that's why they remain confident. The club is expected to try again, at least with one more new bid. Well, got to be worth it, hasn't it? I mean, look, it's £120 million, you know, sure. But, I don't know, I think Kane's staying. It ain't going to happen. He's got 1 year left on his contract, and then he can take his pick. Well, I don't know. And I think he's going to miss out on something special at Spurs. Hugo Lloris of Tottenham Hotspur is amongst the potential goalkeeper targets for Paris Saint-Germain. Lloris has been displaced at Spurs and could be on his way back to France, but Daniel Levy doesn't want to let him go for free. I think it's fair enough. If PSG and Inter Milan are both interested, let's get some money for him. But don't haggle too hard, mate. Don't haggle too hard, you know. We don't need him around. Now, something I haven't watched yet, but I probably will watch, is, it is the overlap, you know. It's probably promoted by Sky Bet or something. It's an interview between Dele Alli and Gary Neville. And I just watched the clip of it, and Dele Alli's wearing, like, has he been sold or something? He's wearing like a green kit or something like that. Of Everton letting go? I'm not following these sorts of things, so let's have a look. No, he's still with Everton. I mean, is that Dele Alli's own brand or something? I don't know. He's wearing green stuff and I can't make out the badge on his hat. I don't know. But the clip I saw looked quite emotional. And good luck to him. Good luck to him. I hope he can pick his career up if that's what he wants to do, you know. Or if he wants to get on with something else in his life, you know, it's up to him, isn't it? All these people wagging their fingers saying, oh, he's throwing his football career away. Well, yeah, I hope he's just happy in life, whatever he's doing. And, you know, maybe football wasn't what he wanted to do long term. I don't know. Maybe it was, I don't know. I watched it. Oh, there's a new tweet from Tottenham Hotspur here, hot on it. Oh, it's Harry Kane jumping over a stick and landing on one foot. Really. Oh well, at least he's training anyway. He's not on strike or anything like that. And you know, that's about it really. So at this stage, I'll have to do little like intros for this. Maybe a bit of a news bit, and then over to the internet nutters or something. Maybe zhuzh it up a little bit, not too much, because I quite like it looking a bit crap. Got that earthy feel now. See if we've got any comments. Oh, we have. We've got comments. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Brilliant. So at this point, I will switch the camera down low. Put my feet up after a hard day. Walk. Shit, just keep the drink over there. That's all right. It wasn't empty. It wasn't full. A lot of walking today. Got nothing else to do, so I've got to keep myself in some sort of shape. You know, keep the body going and the mind going. I'm getting stiff, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at the comments, eh? See what we've got here. Oh, look, it's Paul Beatty, my alter ego. I didn't realise I put it in under my name. Wrong account. Well done, Paul. Hey, Sarian. Afternoon, Paul. Afternoon, hippies in Ainsbury Trust. Come on, you Spurs. It's nice to see you popping over to Jacob's United Spurs of America channel this morning. Hope you found it interesting. He's a cool guy. Cool guy is Jacob. One of my favourite channels. Nice and mellow vibe, you know. Side answer. Hello, sir. G'day to you, man. G'day. Kim62, thanks for your comment. I did read it on the video I put. I don't reply to comments a lot on the videos, but I certainly read it, man. Great. I've just caught you going live. Been missing you due to being on holiday in the Algarve, eh? Ooh. But managed to catch up later. Always good to have a chat. No worries, man. Always welcome. And the sheriff's here. The sheriff's here. Here we go. Hello, Mark. Where is it? Where's my... Got my medical tool ready just in case the PC shits itself, or, you know, I stretch an Achilles or something. I can just tap it back into place. Big ups, Paul, Steve, Archibald and Crooks. What players they were. Absolutely amazing, man. They were... Oh, God, man. How many goals? Over 40 goals. You can guarantee over 40 goals with those two, just from those two alone. Amazing players. Hey, audio artisan. Morning, bruv. Morning, mate. How you going? Barbaric Disdain. I used to have hair like Archibald. Oh, I remember those days. So did I, man. Then I moved on to the Waddle Perm. Now I'm content with my thinking here. Yeah, I think mine's going thinning a bit, receding a little bit. Yeah, I had a bit of a Waddle mullet. Almost, not quite. I didn't go full mullet back then. I've gone full skullet now. You know, maybe this is my Chris Waddle Indian summer. Yeah, no. Oh, them were the days there. Yeah, Archibald, man. Archibald. Just there's something graceful but tough about him, you know. He was like a granite ballerina. And he's always on Twitter, like replying to fans. He replied to me, retweeted me the other day. Oh, that's nice, Steve. Do that, man. Still living in Barcelona, where he's revered over there. They love him over there. He's had a good old career, Steve. Catch 22 Gaming. Enjoy listening to the other subscribers you had on. A lot of knowledge with interesting stories. Yeah, I'll do that from time to time. Yeah, I'll do it a couple of times a week. I'll do that. StreamYard only lets you stream so much, you see. Free, so I've got to ration it out a little bit. But it was fun, eh? It was fun. It was good having Mark on. Hearing about his old South Melbourne days and Jose as well. So yeah, I do like doing it. Hey, come on, Doncaster, it's Ian Barron. Hello, man. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're well. Hope you're well too. Jason Fitzpatrick, big money. Coming all Max Bygraves, all Max Bygraves. Ribsy85, holy F, Paul, your background is tripping me out. Touching the furry wall. Furry wall? No, I've never heard that one. Chem62, Liberty Media is the buzz at the moment. I saw a bit of old Shawnee from Spurs talk show on one of his walks talking about that a little bit. Interesting. They bought F1 a few years ago, and I don't think they've done too bad a job with it. I think they got it from Bernie Eccleston. They haven't done too bad of a job with it. They've experimented with a couple of things that I don't think have quite worked, but they're having a go. Too many US Grand Prix. You only need one, if that, because they don't give a shit about it over there. Liberty Stadium. That'd be interesting, eh? Will always be White Hart Lane. That's what we're always going to call it. We're always going to call it White Hart Lane. It's the heartbeat of our great club. Still on sacred ground. Change the bricks, not the soil it's built on. That's true, man. I never thought of it that way. Under the stadium is the same old patch of dirt, isn't it? Even when I hear the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it's White Hart Lane. It's always White Hart Lane. Ribsy85, can't imagine Lloris getting a minute at PSG. Well, but hey, whatever. Nice cruisy gig for him before he retires. Doesn't have to drag his poor family to Saudi. Yeah, I mean, I suppose like a nice way to finish your career back in your home country. Steve Archibald did it. Went back and finished his career up in Hibs. Toby Alderweireld did it with the club. I've forgotten their name again. No, I'm not gonna. Don't stop. It's because it's a famous club. Not Aldi. Alderweireld. Let's have a look. Antwerp. That's who it was. Antwerp. And what a beautiful end to it's not his end of his career. He's probably still playing there, but a beautiful moment. Him scoring the winning goal to win them their first title in, I think it was 55 years, something like that. Very long time. So I kind of like it when footballers go back home. It's nice. Give something back to the people that help them get to where they are in some ways. I'm a bit of an old romantic like that. Ribsy, remember when Daddy was a footballer? That was fun. Yeah, well, we had we had the best of him. You could say that, couldn't you? Fair enough, Paul. If he's happy, do whatever, man. Enjoyed it while he was on it. Yeah, into it. Yeah, he was fun to watch, wasn't he? He was really fun to watch. And whether he gets, he's still only young, isn't he? Whether he gets back to that, I don't know. Don't know, man. But as long as he's enjoying life, that's the main thing. Chem62 loved Archibald. He was a workhorse, never stopped running, and he never had his shirt tucked in. And he had a falling out with Keith Birkinshaw in the last season of his career because he was injured during a game, and Birkinshaw thought he was taking a piss and called him a cheat. So things were never the same between the two of them. He still went on to score like 5 million goals that season, but that's when he went to Barcelona. And something interesting that popped into my mind when I was watching the next one, the Richard Goff documentary. Now, that was a player that came into Spurs, and within a few months he became captain, and he was a great captain. And I'm just wondering, because I think I've heard a couple of people say, I think it was when I mentioned Maddison, could he be a captain? And maybe not so because he's a new player. Well, Richard Goff did it, and he was absolutely fantastic. I'm not saying Maddison is the same thing. I haven't seen enough of the guy, the cut of his jib, the way he is on the pitch, anything like that. But I don't think it's impossible for for a team to buy a captain or buy a player and make them captain either immediately or pretty soon after, particularly if there's just a devoid of people wanting the armband in the first place. But equally, Harry Kane being captain on possibly the last year of his contract, I don't think there's a problem with that either. What's his name from Man City just did it? And they didn't have too bad a year. So, you know, it's a flexible old game, football, I think. Steady Shark, good morning. Another person that popped over to United Spurs of America this morning, which was cool to see, man. Cool to see. Ribsy85, you're the long-haired bald man. Yes, that's right. Skullet. That's it, man. That's it. Party at the back and old man at the front. Yeah, it was lockdown. This is thanks COVID. This is lockdown because I lost my job at the beginning of lockdown, which sent me on. You know, that's why I'm in a bit of financial trouble now because ran out of money, spent all my savings, and but I thought, oh yeah, I wonder how much life is left in the old fella yet. And I always had a little bit of a beard, and I thought I'd just grow it out past the straggly stage, and I think it might be here to stay until I get a bit of curry in it. And then I might shave it all off, who knows, man. Ribsy85, Liberty Lane, surely, throw us a bone, Yanks. Oh, yeah, Liberty Lane, it's alright, it's better than, I don't know, Barclays Bank Arena, Midland Bank, oh, there's no Midland Bank anymore, is there, what is it, HSBC Footballadrome, or something like that, don't know. Kim62 says, our squad is so bloated, we can't use all these players and keep them happy. Need to shift them out. That's right, man. You know, and how many players can you have in a squad? Is it 25, something like that? And, we've got way more than that coming back on loan. It looks reasonably sure that we might, well, it looks reasonably certain that, and I'm hypothesising here, so what do I know? Lloris, Lo Celso, I reckon Sanchez. Those three are going. Winks has gone. But we've still got the likes of, you know, Rodon, Reguilon now. No, Reguilon might have to stay because of Ryan Sessegnon's injury, hamstring. I don't like hamstring injuries, man. I don't like hamstring injuries. Kulu hopefully has had a bit of a rest in this break because he didn't come back as strong after his hamstring. It's one of those dodgy injuries. You know, I'm not too confident about it. So we have got a lot to get rid of, man, haven't we? We have got a lot to get rid of. See how many people are watching here. Oh, there's a few. That's all right. Let's have a look here. K62, ZZ Top 5. Why not, man? Why not? Why not? Oh, well, let's have a look. So what time? It's 9:05 in England now. So if news is going to happen from the Fleet Street meatheads, surely now's the time. Let's have a look. Blah blah blah. Oh wait, it's going to be a really quick stream tonight. Blah 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 blah. Looks like Harry Kane is outpacing Maddison. Look at that, eh? Isn't that a good picture to see? Come on. There they are. There they are. Look at that. Brilliant, eh? This is the thing I like about having a crap green screen. I can do silly things like that. There they are. Having a great old time. Silly. There's loads of silly things here. There's a few tweets coming out in support of old Dele Alli. That's nice to see. Yep, Tottenham Hotspur having Harry Kane jumping over a rope. Great stuff. Nothing. There's a lot of people saying, there's a few people giving Dele quite a bit of support actually. over this interview he's done. So I'm wondering what's happening with him. Or what you know, hope he's all right. Graham Roberts has even chimed in. Well, I've got time. Like, if Graham Roberts says it, man. Just watched Dele Alli interview with. What a brave guy you are, a hero at Spurs. We love you and all support you, mate. Also, well done on Gary Neville on an incredible interview and so comforting to Dele. We're all behind you, Dele. Oh well, has anyone seen this yet? I'll have to give this a watch when I sign off of here. Everyone's coming out in support of him. Oh, this is good. This is good. Yeah. Oh, I'll have to watch it. Kim62, love to be on a fly on the wall when Ange had his chat with Kane. I don't reckon there's probably much to it, man. Like Ange has been saying, we're just going to go training. You know, this is what we're going to do, and until you know a decision has to be made, you just keep going, don't you? Really, I don't think there's a lot to it at all. I think one former player of Ange's said that probably the longest conversation he had with him was about 2 minutes, like a one-on-one conversation. So you know, maybe not to it. You don't have to talk much. I mean, you don't have to go through all the bullshit. Have I got your commitment? Have I got your commitment? Can I rely on you, Harry? Or Jose Mourinho? You know, oh, you're going to be as big as Neymar and all that. Ange isn't into all that shit. Really isn't. Straightforward guy, which is a good thing. Ribsy85, did anyone watch that Eric Dyer doco? Oh, dude, no. I want to watch the Dele Alli one, but I ain't watching. I'm not watching that Dyer one. Jacob at United Spurs of America said he tried watching it, and he could only get as far as when Eric Dyer was 8 years old before getting bored. Very nicely shot, you know, very nicely produced. So it's good to know that £2.5 million that they're raising by raising ticket prices is going on something well spent, like Eric Dyer the movie. Eric Dyer. Absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. So Ribsy, did anyone watch that Eric Dyer doco? Who's in charge of which players we do that for? Yeah, that's a mystery, eh? Mystery. We did Lucas when he was basically getting 0 minutes for us. Now Dyer when we all want him out. Maybe this is the swan song, isn't it? Maybe this is his testimonial. You know, and you know, whether it's this summer or next year, because he's only got a year left on his contract. It could be one way or the other. It's the end of Eric Dyer. I think this means he's not getting another contract. I can't see him getting another contract. And the Spurs, the reply to that when they posted that on Spurs official, you know, a lot of comments. A lot of them were overboard, bit too personal, but I kind of see where they're coming from in some ways, you know, because I mean last year was terrible. It's not the first time he's been terrible for us, and you know, I think that putting that video up at this time just let it all out of people. It's just like like you're saying, who's in charge of this? What the hell are you doing? Why are we doing this for this guy? There's so many other players that could have a documentary about them, you know. But they've gone for Eric Dyer. It just seems wrong. Hopefully he's on his way out. That's what it means. I've just seen it on Twitter all over the place, but I guess it's on the overlap. Let me see. I'll see if I can find it. If I can find a link, I'll paste it in. I've closed all my browser windows. What Hang on. We'll get there. Hang on. Bear with me. I bet someone's already done it by the time I've farted around with this, but I'm going to persevere. Here we can't even spell YouTube, man. YouTube. And I was one of those people like 30 years ago that got the shits with people with typos, grammar Nazi or whatever. Oh, what a waste of my energy that was. The overlap. Is that going to bring it up? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
For just 60 seconds.
Pause that. Copy. And paste. There we go. Pasted the link in for you all. So after I've done here, I think I'll be watching that before I watch the Eric Dyer video, that's for sure. No worries about that, man. Oh, it's my drink. Matthew says, next number 7 of our club after Sun. Who's that? I'm not sure. What, Steve Archibald? Bring him back. Damn right. Bring him back in a heartbeat, man. At the moment, Ange will ask him if he wants to captain the club, if he'll enjoy the new system, and just ask him how his holiday was, and if he's keen to get back to work. I think that'd be about the gist of it, man. There's not going to be more than that. You know, Ange understands how football works. You know, to a certain extent, there is no such thing as loyalty in football, or, you know, it's limited. You know, Ange is a guy that's been around to different clubs, and all that's expected is while you're at a club, you give your all. You give 100%, not 110%. I don't like it when people say more than 100%, because it doesn't mean anything. Just give 100%. And that's fair, isn't it? You know, you give 100% while you're being employed there, and then you're free to go or be sold or whatever. I mean, clubs will sell you in a heartbeat if you're not doing it. So, you know, it's a real cutthroat business out there. I think we as fans sometimes forget that a little bit, because we're always loyal. We're the only loyal things in football, really. But the football business itself is probably far from loyal to a large extent. It's nice when you see moments of it, but it's not a given by any means. But we're loyal to the club, though. Loyal to the club, the idea, the spirit of a club, the spirit of Tottenham Hotspur. That's what we're loyal to. That sort of thing, that amorphous thing, magical thing, and what that means to us. Not a specific. Well, I know in my case, not a specific player, not a specific manager, nothing really. Just the club. It's the fans. It's the fans' club. That's what it is, and always will be. Kim62, the chat with Mourinho and Kane was cringeworthy when he said, "I'll make you as big as me." It's just horseshit, isn't it? It's just horseshit, absolute. And it's funny, like, I don't think that's one of the few clips I've seen of that All or Nothing documentary. I haven't bothered watching any of it really, apart from little bits on YouTube. And like, I think he was expecting Harry Kane, you know, oh yes, boss, oh, but Harry Kane just didn't seem to give a shit. I just think Harry Kane cares about playing football. He's got a real football brain, that guy. And you know, flattering him with stupid things like that, I don't think that registers with him. You know, I don't think it's a tool that you can use to motivate Harry Kane, and Ange ain't going to do that. It's all about football with Ange. So I'm still hoping that we have a pretty good year, and it's a possibility that, you know, if it's all part of Ange's plans and Harry's up for it, that he extends his contract. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see, hey. Oh, you're Sarian. Hello, man. G'day. 6 weeks to go for the current transfer window. See, you're on it now. A lot can happen in that time, absolutely, man. I think we've just all been conditioned into wanting instant gratification. Isn't that the 21st century? Yeah, I'm kind of chill now. I'm sort of chill. I like, you know, I'm not as nervous as I was the other day, because especially after Ange's first press conference, he's got it all under control. But there is a little bit of a worry that, you know, Spurs, like, it's almost like the current owners don't, because they're running, they're like, they've got a bit of a spreadsheet business mentality, and defenders aren't really the players that get people paying for tickets. Um, so spending money on defenders can be seen as a waste by business people because they're not the glamour players. But if you ain't got them, you're gonna be shit. That's the problem. So 6 weeks, you're right, long way to go. They're going to be boarding a plane probably tomorrow or the day after, whatever, because it's Thursday evening here in England. Oh, no, there you go. It's Thursday morning. Sorry, it's Thursday morning in England now. So about 24 hours away, I guess they'll be boarding a plane. We'll see how we go. I mean, we've got a couple of exciting players to look at. Vicario, Destiny Udogie, I'm looking forward to seeing, and Manuel Solomon. I think that was a swift, nice piece of business as well. Bit of position for Sonny, and that's always good having a bit of competition within your team. You see, that's where's the loyalty there? You see, I don't care if players are fighting each other in training. If it makes them better when they're playing in a match, I'm all for it. Who will wear the number 7 jersey? That's what I meant. Who's wearing it? I don't know, man. I don't know. Who's wearing it now? I'm not sure. I can't give you an answer, man. I don't know. I come from a bygone age where it's all 1 to 11 on the back, man. So I know people make a thing about people's team numbers and squad numbers, and I guess that's fair enough, but it's just, I don't know. Ribsy85, Ange should let Harry know he could make him as big Ange. I think Ange will do exactly what he said in the press conference. He'll just tell him how he thinks he can make this team successful. See what Harry thinks, and that's about as far as it goes. They're 2 grown men. They don't need any more than that. And if we don't sell him, I'm sure Harry's going to be giving 100%. It's very, very different from 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we didn't have a manager, and also Harry went through the disappointment of losing in the Euros final as well, and Man City were knocking on the door, which is different to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is no Man City, so I think if it doesn't happen, even if Harry's head's been turned a little bit, I think he's professional and he'll just get down to it, and we'll have at least one good final year out of him. And hopefully, if it turns out to be his last season, it'll be a really good season. He'll leave on a high, have some good memories, take a lot of good wishes away with him as well, and with a bit of luck, maybe win a cup or something like that. It'd be a really nice way for him to finish his career at Tottenham Hotspur. And then when he goes probably to another Premier League club, everyone seems all hooked on Harry Kane going to Chelsea. I think Chelsea are going to be shit this year. I can't see him going to Chelsea. But if he does, once he leaves Tottenham, I'm not really fussed what club he goes to. Because when we play them, I hope he doesn't score. That's all it comes down to. I don't care if he goes to Arsenal, Chelsea, anyone. I don't have this big Judas thing so much. I don't think. I just want every other club to fail. Every other player that isn't at Tottenham Hotspur, when they come up against us, I want to win. I want them to lose. That's it. Chem62. I'm just a believer things happen when they should, and it happens for a reason. We will be there. We will be where we will be when the season starts. Wise words, man. I think it has already been written, and we're just finding out what the story is. And we don't know why the story's there or what it's for, but maybe someday we'll find out. Oh, Son is number 7. Oh, yeah, I get it. So, right, who will wear the number 7? Well, it's going to be Son then, isn't it? It's going to be Son. Thank you, Kim. Matthew, I think I'm detecting in a few comments you're not the biggest Son fan. Is that right? What's he done to offend you? You're not hot on him because a lot of I'm not, and I'm just interested to know because I certainly really think he's a good footballer, but you're not keen on him, which is fine. Yasari and lots of other football to appreciate before the season proper kicks off. Yes, man. Can't wait to watch the Women's World Cup. Reportedly over 1 million tickets sold today. And you know what? I think they might have done the women a bit soft on that. Because a lot of the games are selling out, and they do. I mean, I get it that they're going to be cheaper than the Men's World Cup, but they are really cheap. You know, the tickets are really cheap because obviously they do want the stadiums to be full. I get that, and who doesn't want that? But maybe they could have maybe charged a little bit more and passed maybe a bit more of that money back into the women's game. They might have missed the trick because it seems to be. Maybe it's because we're in Australia as well, man. But there does seem to be a lot of interest generating for this Women's World Cup. It's probably you know, I mean, England are going to be into it because the England women won the Euros. We're going to be in it over here because we've got Sam Kerr, well, arguably the women's best player. America's always interested in it, so it could be a good tournament. You know, could be a good tournament. Alright, what else we got here? I'll just have a quick look at the old Twitter feed. Oh, we've got another notification. Oh, there's another new notification from Tottenham Hotspur. Ah, here we go. Look at this. Spot the ball. Spot the ball. Where's the ball? Is the ball going to appear? Where's the ball? Come on. That's our new goalkeeper, Vicario. There's the ball. There it is. He looks good. I mean, obviously they show the best bits of training, but yeah, I think he was a good old signing, was Vicario. Who have we got here? Hang on, got a message from someone. Who's that? No one. Okay. Yeah, he was a good signing. Good signing. Go here. The morning news roundup. Yeah, one thing I will say, and it is a bit of a downer on Ellie, when he signed to Everton, he shouldn't have turned up in a Rolls Royce. That's not cool. But you know, I'll wait to see the interview. I think. Or maybe I should have opened my mouth. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy, hey? Can't wait to see more in this year, isn't it? Look at that. Pedro Porro. Yeah, look at that. Cheeky little grin and a wink. It's nice to see. Alright, well I think that might be about it really. Not a lot going on, hey? Any more comments over there? No. Alright folks, well it was a quick one tonight, but you know, absence of news. Well we've got football starting up again soon, haven't we? Hang on, let's just remove this, just get this off the screen. We've got football starting off soon. What is it today? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We've only got 5 days before Yasarian and I and a few others of you, we can all watch the Tottenham West Ham game, 9 PM Sydney time. Live on channel 10 Play, one of those digital channels that keeps changing its name every 5 minutes. So I'll leave it there, man. But thanks for joining me, and peace to everyone.